Hello everybody, Brian here from quantlab.net. Today's video on Thanksgiving in Canada, October 14th. I want to talk more specifically about automating these type of positions, asset class, futures and options. I'll show you some new resources that have been sent to me by somebody I talked to last week. So thanks to them for sending this. So I just want to show you the upward potential if anybody ever wanted to get into this field and is really good at it, like top of their game, top of the top, compared to probably thousands of people out there applying for these type of jobs. But at the end of the day, this one just came over. I don't know how recent this is, but you can see here in New York, total compensation as a director in a firm, you are in the range of 2 to 3 million. I think that would be total compensation. I've said it time and time again. I think the area you want to be if you get into automated trading, or better yet, high frequency trading, if it's C++ or whatever language you choose. Uh, let's see what the typical responsibilities would be for this kind of position. So you would become a lead trader, optimizing performance and improved market liquidity of their options market making strategies. We'll talk about more about market making and other resources out there from this person that sent this to me. Again, thanks to them. Um, Lead trader, you will play a critical role in identifying, executing uh, profitable trading opportunities. You will work closely with the cross-functional teams to enhance trading strategies. To work in this uh, level, I guess, cross-functional teams, that's where you're going to learn. Now, I'm sure if you're coming in as a coder, a mathematician, those are the two primary skills you need, and be really good at both, plus being a PhD, plus all your alphabet soup designations, including the CFA. This is where you will get the attention of this kind of recruiter. And more importantly, it's a trading experience that will get you in there. So this is what you'll be doing: research new trading opportunities and deploy multiple profitable market making strategies, analyze existing strategies to maximize profitability through trade analysis. Here's the key: low latency analysis and execution analysis. Collaborate. Now, this is the resources now. So, this is a modern high frequency trading shop. Collaborate with FPGA software engineer teams to improve technical infrastructure, improve fill rate on competitive trade, and enhance market execution dominance. So right there, they're trying to position themselves as being one of the larger players in the market on the order book, on, I'm going to assume the CME or whatever exchange they trade on, to dominate their execution. So that's part of a strategy or set of strategy you'll never hear about anywhere. This is part of the secret sauce that they tightly manage and control. Top of that, for the type of compensation they're bringing in at 2 to 3 million, this is why they pay that, because you'll be that valuable to a firm. But always remember, when you're doing these kind of roles and you're really good at it, you only get 2 to 3 million. Quite possibly, you'd be probably bringing in 20 million, 30 million, or 200 million. So you'd be really worth more than 10 times or even 100 times that, where you really are worthy um, when you come into these firms. And there's nothing stopping you from building up that type of value for yourself if you go out on your own, if you have the technical know-how, the mathematical know-how, and more importantly, the trading experience. One of the things that these firms will offer you is they will give you the leverage that you won't get on your own, and more importantly, that will give you the resources for both the automation on the staff side along with the trading um, uh, resources that you would probably need to make these type of trades happen. Requirements. This is the important one now. Proven experience in options, market making, and trading. Strong and then analytical skills and the ability to identify profitable trading opportunity. That's where your math and quant really comes in. Experience collaborative technical teams to enhance trading infrastructure. I just said that. Familiarity with options exchange protocols, network architecture, and market making behavior. I mean, you got to be in the field here for probably a decade to have that kind of experience. That is probably the only way you get that experience is being from other firms. And of course, excellent communication mentoring skills, so on and so forth. So that's typical of what you'll get total compensation. Um, and we'll leave it at that. Okay. The next one we can take a look at is here. This one's pertaining to crypto. So my view right now, I think crypto is not past its prime, but the timing is not that good. The volume's not there. Um, BlackRock pretty well manipulates and controls the pricing of Bitcoin, even though a lot of people may not believe it. So crypto is not the hot place to be right now. It could, but it's just continuously being able to produce profit unless you're in a mean reverting type of strategy. If you're trend following, it's kind of hard to do that in Bitcoin and Ethereum and the bigger cryptos because they just go into their winter sleeping mode, meaning they just go flat for long periods of time. Anyways, this is an interesting position as well. I'm not sure where this position is. Really doesn't matter. Let's see what it pays because it's the first thing people always want. I think this was not a big paying job, probably a couple hundred grand. Um, so what we're looking at is location, EMEA. So you're going to be either as remote. So every 1 week on site, every 3 months. That's pretty surprising that firms will allow that because of their IP. Um, and they like to kind of control you in their office environment. Anyways, representing a top tier HFT firm, innovation in crypto and traditional markets. They're expanding to several desks, working on greenfield projects and looking to bring in experienced developers to enhance their cutting edge technology, or sorry, trading systems. So that's pretty typical. Where most likely a lot of these firms, they're going to be building out their own infrastructure, using their own coders to build out those basically internal trading systems. So as a C++ developer, and again, that's why I'm stressing people want to get in this field. It's one thing to learn Python. If you're a non-programmer, it's a good place to start, master that, and then move into C++. The C++ is a fairly complicated language. You will join a dynamic, face-paced team focused on, now when you hear, it sounds exciting with a fast pace, that means it's high pressure. And that's just another way of putting it. High expectation, high pressure. So you better be able to deliver it every time. Focusing on maintaining low latency performance trading systems. Exciting opportunity to work in HFT space, contributing to algo development and working closely with quant analysts and traders. So where are the quant researchers here is the question. You'll play a key role in driving new technology projects, designing new algos, and improving existing ones. So you're either going to tweak them, you will either create new ones, and they make him out of the trading desks that are the quantitative analysts and traders. And your primary responsibility is just being able to code them up from paper, basically. That's where your trading skills would be, or sorry, your math skills would be having to be top notch. Key responsibilities: design, develop new algos, improve existing ones. Okay, we already know that. That's pretty standard. Collaborate with a focus team on trading top crypto exchanges, including Binance. Okay, one thing I can say from the world of crypto exchanges, a lot of them are regulated, a lot of them are been booted out. What I will say about Binance is you still have opportunity there. They're still fairly significant. So liquidity volume's probably still there. Coinbase Commute said the same, but not in the futures exchanges. I don't know why, but the traditional retail exchanges, I do believe the volumes are still there and opportunities are there if it's mean reverting, which is all the time. Develop, maintain high performance systems in C++ to handle massive amounts of data with low latency. That's throughput. Design algos and modify existing ones in cooperation with quants and traders. Standard. Um, I wouldn't be surprised that you'll be more implementing their new algorithms um, and probably just optimizing. But still a good experience to go through that. So you need 4 years experience from HFT firm or buy side. Uh, Obviously, they're going to really test you on the proficiency of C++. And as I've said before in past videos, strong understanding, programming, concurrency, and performance optimization. The industry's somewhat changed. In the go-go days of HFT and when the funding and the returns were there, you'd always hear, oh, you don't have to be a crypto trader or experienced in it. Now, with the call it recession, slowdown, you have to have the trading experience now as well. So you have to have the trading, in this case, cryptocurrency behind you. And if you're coming in from the outside, I would probably, and I've said it again and again, two things: have your own GitHub repository, and more importantly, when you do trade, you have an active and profitable third-party verified trading account with one of these retail crypto exchanges. And yeah, it should be synchronized as well with a reliable, call it software journaling platform. Strong knowledge of low latency and high throughput. Again, that's going to be on the Linux side, probably most likely in the Linux kernel. No mention of hardware here on the FPGA, so it's more of a software shop. Uh, you join them because they're a leading HFT firm. Look, it's hard to get in any of these firms, even unknown startups. If you got the experience, even the unknown startups got something, and then you move into the established ones. So if you're going into this, obviously, if it's known, it's going to help your resume down the line. Greenfield projects, that's what a lot of people want. Innovative, cutting edge technology. It's not really cutting edge most of the time, it's going to be bleeding edge. Collaborative team, focused and talented team of developers, quants, and traders. I can't say that because obviously I'm not there, but they've hired a pretty good, really good recruiter, Selby and Jennings, I believe. Yeah, I can't remember the name. Here's at the bottom here. But they are a good recruiter. Yeah, Selby and Jennings. So they're a reputable recruiter. Okay, so remote flexibility. This really blows my mind that that still exists, especially in the so-called HFT field. Um, I don't know how they're going to stop you if you one of these kind of people that were had no scruples and wanted to put out the code online somewhere like a dark web. How are they going to prevent you? How are they going to know that? I don't know, but I'm sure they got some procedure put in. So here you go. Yeah. So we'll leave it at that. And interesting position. So you've seen the potential yet again on my videos. So let's go through what has been suggested. Okay, so first let me just pull up the document here. So one book that's pretty well standard in the options, futures, and other derivatives is the book from John Hall. He's a University of Toronto professor. He's the gold standard when it comes to these topics and these asset classes. So make sure you get that book. I've read it. It's very mathy, but good to know. Also, the YouTube resources. Now, as I said before, one of the job descriptions had market making in it. Here's a video on what that is and how it works. I believe this is a discretionary trader from one of the institutions on Quant Pi. Video title here: 20-year veteran reveals the world of options market making. So if you're new to it, you might want to watch that. There's no point in me trying to explain it when there's already a video out there on that. And even if you go to this channel here, this guy covers a lot of the important topics here. So you might want to dig into more of his videos as well. It looks like he's got some uh, some some concepts in, yeah, he's got Python here. So it might be a good place to go. Also, he's got here about physics, physician, people coming from the physics space that are really good traders because of how they're trained to think for these type of rules. So there's that. The other one I'm not really familiar with, but I've seen this before. Mark Meldrum, a standard course in options trading. It looks like it's free. But again, always remember and see how the number of modules here there are. I'll put that in my blog post in the description. The other place that I've said it before, is UCS Davis, futures and options, open source code. Apparently, this is a lot bigger than I thought it was. I just learned today that the professor that has been running this guy is now retired. So the courses live on. I don't know. They could pull these courses at any time. Um, so you might want to download the files if you can. Because he covers the more important topics of supply and demand and how the futures market has operated since day one over the last 100+ years. Really important stuff. So working within those parameters can be a fully automated system alone, based upon the market data and what the market data tells you. So there you go. That's kind of like some of the resources out there. If you're into learning what I do, more importantly, just go to quantlabsnet.com, go to the Learn tab, and sign up here. And as I said before, I've got the book out now. I'm using to relearn C++ for C++ version 17. And just sign up here. You'll get this book. If you don't get it, just get in touch with me. I'll show you where to go. Um, and then from there, yeah, this is the direction to go if you want to either do it for career, do it for self uh, as well. As I've said, I think people are starting to identify that they want to go down this path as an automated trader and try to be as close to what these HFT shops offer. Um, but I haven't talked about account size and yet what you need, which would be fairly significant. But I wouldn't follow any of the other areas at all. If they say they're a Forex retail broker, not HFT, especially if you're trading through HFT, so-called HFT on interactive brokers, that's not HFT either. But what we're trying to do is to mimic as close as we can get to HFT using C++. And then when you get to the proper broker that you need to be on, like an exchange, all you have to do is change out the adapter or the connectivity from, let's say, interactive brokers to a real exchange. Once you get to that certain exchange account size to get you there. That's pretty well it. We shall talk to you later. Thanks for watching.